Thank you guys for coming on a Sunday. Thank you.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. So is it your first time in Canada? Everyone's first time in Canada?
Canadian. So.
BC girl.
Sorry, I know that you're from BC, right?
Yeah.
See, I know.
She rocks.
Now I kind of get nervous.
I've worked here quite a bit.
Yeah?
Films and plays.
Cool. But is it?
I've also worked here a lot.
As a bartender? No.
I've taken
Supporting bartender.
I've taken good jobs from good Canadians.
But is it your first Canadian Comic Con?
Yes. Oh, not for her?
Not
No, I
yours.
don't think so. Comic-Con, yes.
I do it like 10 years ago. Yeah, Wizard
Yeah,
World.
yes, yeah.
Yes.
Listen, I love Toronto. Can I just say that right now?
Yeah.
Canadians in general are awesome.
Right.
And I want to thank you guys for doing the heavy lifting over in Libya for us, because we just... we're too thin right now.
Yeah, we have enough before.
Yeah.
So we were doing a little sing-along here before. It's like I had the YouTube video.
With the, and some Nickelback.
That special episode with the bus man.
Oh, the Buffy musical.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nickelback wasn't
They're
bad.
really good. Anyway, well, okay. So let's start the formality.
You gotta run.
A little bit of a wild
Yeah,
child.
it looks like it.
Tough night.
Or at least a wild left leg. You had a night last night, huh?
I'll talk to you later.
Maybe I'll make that right one. Here we go.
I talked to him yesterday and was like, oh no, on Friday actually, it was like, I really like you. And I didn't know he was going to
Well, it looks like someone's liked you too.
Oh my god, I'm in love. Okay guys, so I'm so shy now. Okay, so we're here. It's the Buffy Fast Panel. Okay. We have the microphone there for any questions. I mean, I hope you guys are gonna have tons of questions, okay?
There you go.
First one yesterday too, no?
I hope he's not just going to the bathroom.
He's leaving, yeah.
It's like I'm bored.
Feel free to start a lineup. Don't worry, you know, we make our own rules, so we rock. I was telling them that I grew up in Brazil, so I used to watch Buffy in Portuguese. Let me tell you, you guys sound much sexier in English.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot better. So
Is Portuguese, is that kind of like a mixture of like Spanish and French, kind of?
Completely different language all in it.
yeah.
Say
No.
something in Portuguese.
Vampire is vampiro.
Well, that's close. That's kind of
See, that sounds sexier.
Yeah.
But almost anything that a Brazilian woman says is sexy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think what Mark's saying is that he wants you to take your top off.
I was just thinking about chewing on the other leg like that.
It's legal here in Canada.
I'm wearing a metal corset for Comic Con, so I'll drop by your booth and say hello. Okay, cool. So please.
Yes.
Right. I was just wondering what each of your experiences and first thoughts were when you first found out about being cast on Buffy.
Oh, good work.
Yeah, no, when I first found out, obviously the show had been on for full years when I went in and auditioned, so I was excited to audition for it, and when I actually hadn't seen too many episodes. I'd seen a couple with Eliza, who obviously played Faith, over at her house, but I hadn't really watched the show religiously or anything, so I flipped it on after I got the part, and I was like, oh, crap. This is going to be confusing, but I was very excited.
So you and Eliza were friends before Buffy?
Yep.
Oh. So what did you have last night? Was it some Canadian beer or something?
No, I'm on a cough syrup right now.
Okay. Yeah.
So if I say anything to offend anybody, it's the cough syrup.
He's on the Tussin. The Robitussin. It's America's cure for everything, by the way. Robitussin. You got a skin
What's
knee?
that mean that you
Put some tussin.
Robotripping.
Oh, Robitussin. And we won't talk about that here.
Do you have enough?
I was pissed pissed.
Are we boring you?
Because I didn't get the part for Buffy. I get a measly couple lines as Harmony in the pilot.
But then that kind of
I know, I'm kidding.
became
Of
something.
course. No, I was happy. I mean,
You were on Playboy, right?
yes.
Did you sign a lot of Playboys this weekend?
Yeah, more than normal actually.
It's very cold up here.
Was it just the cover, or did they have any
There's a pictorial
specific?
in there. Yeah.
No, but when they asked you to sign,
Oh, yeah,
did
no.
anyone go to like?
No, they're pretty clean. They stay clean.
Yeah,
Just do the
cool.
cover. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Canada.
Can you
I don't
do-
care, but people get kind of weirded out by it. I don't.
No, like
No, I did it. I'm
yeah,
proud
A
of it.
woman's body is a beautiful thing.
yeah.
So is a man. It's
I
really
like your. I gotta admit, I like your Playboy. So,
Thank
but
you.
I'm not gonna get too weird here. So, next question.
Okay, so I have two questions. The first one's for Claire. Sorry, I just lost my question. Okay. We don't major brain freeze. All right. So when you were doing your part as Glorificus, you had a lot of fighting scenes. You had to be very powerful. Did you do a lot of your own stunts? It wasn't a lot of training.
Well, it wasn't necessarily a lot of training because TV moves very quickly. But I mean, we always had a stunt double. We always had stunt doubles. But they like to, I had a good relationship with my girl, and she would, show me how to make things look real. And as much as an actor could do is what I was kind of like allowed to do. But I like the stunt work a lot in general. So that was a bonus working on Buffy for me and with the character.
Yeah, you threw a lot of people into walls and stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Okay, so for Mercedes, my question for you was: you were a human and then you were a vampire. Did you have more fun like being sort of the popular girl who was like just a popular girl? Did you have more fun being the vampire, who's a little bit evil but still like a nice side?
It was much more fun being a vampire. For the fighting, because I got to do all the fighting stuff, and I never do that in real life. That was exciting. And then all the effects and the makeup and everything. It was much more challenging also to play a vampire than just, because clearly I'm so popular. So the vampire was obviously a stretch.
Yeah, but the makeup would have been like really hard to take off.
Yeah, it was getting a good facial every week, peeling it off.
Okay, thanks.
You look great.
Okay, selfish facials.
Hi guys. So my question is for each of you, what have you guys gotten to do while you're here in Toronto? I know it's not very long, but you wanted to do it, or what would you have liked to do that you didn't get a chance to?
Well, I have not been to Lululemon yet. I'm very upset about it. But I did, thanks to you, get to practice yoga at a really cool place. So other than eating out and all that fun stuff, I was glad. I did a tweet. I was like, hey, who knows where to go? And you sent me in the right direction.
I got to go to the Tarragon Theater last night to see a really nice play, All the Fine Girls. And I didn't get to the Danforth to have Greek food, and I wanted.
We'll have to bring you back to that.
But I had some great meals. I love to eat in this town.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a great town to eat.
We had a girls' night plus Nick.
Woo, Nick!
Last night.
Yeah, it was good.
It was and that was really fun. We went to Origin restaurant. It was yummy. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, that was fun.
And I pretty much went out with the girls last night, so I did everything I wanted to do.
Did you eat some poutine? Have you tried the poutine?
I have before in Nova Scotia. I've been a little under the weather here, so I haven't really been a big foodie.
Branching out.
Yeah, I've been laying in my room a lot, which is curiously right next door to Mark's room.
I hear him throwing up a lot.
Mark, I think my dick's sick. Put some Robitussin on it.
Robitussin yourself.
I'm Robitugging. These are